Hey, it's Carl Willis, and today I want to talk to you about what it really means to create wealth. And the reason I want to talk about this, scoot over a little bit here, is most people are used to, I'm going to clear my other screen as well. Most people are used to the idea of employment, where I earn money by trading my time. This is how most people view wealth. But real wealth is all about creating money apart from time. Now you say, well, how in the world do you do that? How does a person make money without trading their time unless they're doing something illegal? Well, that's not at all what we're talking about. What you'll find when you really examine wealth is people who understand wealth, people who create wealth, they do so by using systems. And what they do is they create systems for themselves that separate their money from their time. Now, you're saying, okay, well, what would those systems look like? What would a person create to make those things happen? Well, let's talk about that. There's essentially three things that a person can do. They can create a business. Real estate is another way this can be done. And the third thing is through investment. Now, these are all means of creating money without exchanging time for that money. So let's take a look at traditionally, the pros and cons of a business. And we'll start there. A couple things that you run into with a business. Let's come over here. First of all, you have to decide, what is your business going to be? What are you going to sell? You've got to decide who you're going to sell it to. You've got to decide where. Are you going to start from scratch? Or do you want to use a franchise, somebody else's business model? Now, along with that, no matter what you do, you're going to have to figure out your marketing, operations, personnel, and the list goes on. So, for years, what people did is they did kind of the mom and pop shop. But then, people began to see the idea of franchising. What if I take a proven business model, a McDonald's or a KFC, and I use that business model? Well, the thing is that improved the success rate. The problem with that is it takes a lot of this money to get that started. In fact, a McDonald's franchise will often run you more than $1 million just to get started. So for many people, that has ruled out business. But I'm going to come back to business here in a minute because it's actually the easiest thing for you to get started in. And it's where most people start in building their wealth. So now the second thing we looked at here is real estate. And the reason real estate helps create wealth is if I own a house and I rent that house out for money, I'm earning money each month apart from time. So this is a way of creating wealth. And all of these things we're talking about are what we call passive income. That means it's not earned in direct proportion to your time or labor, but it's earned based on systems. Okay. Now, of course, the last thing that comes into this is, what all goes into real estate. Well, you've got your legal, you've got your uh, fees, um, insurance, etc. Again, these things take money. And although you can buy real estate without money, um, most people find that the more money they have to work with in this type of passive income, the higher they're able to take that. So, although it can be done with no money, you'll find that those who reach the top of success in real estate typically are working with large dollar amounts as well. And then, of course, in investing, there's many things you can go into. Businesses, stock market, you can go into metals, the list goes on, futures. And again, with all of these, they're going to take some assets up front for you to really get started. So that's the reason I want to bring you back to business. And one of the things that I encourage anyone to do who's really serious about creating wealth, getting to that point where their income is no longer based on punching a time clock, is to start a business, no matter how large or how small. The great thing for you is there are many home businesses that you can start for very little money. In fact, the majority of home-based businesses out there in the market these days are going to cost you anywhere from about $100 to about $1,000 to get going. That's not a large investment at all when you consider a McDonald's franchise would run you close to $1 million. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to give you a system. And most businesses in this marketplace are really mini franchises. They're already using proven business models. They have training and support, and they are going to give you all the tools you need for success. All you need to do is work the system. And when you do that, what will begin to happen is you will begin to create income that is separate from your time. Now, most people start part-time. So the key is to find a business that leverages the system and makes the best use of your resources, whether they be time or money. And so what you invest into your business will pay returns if the system is set up correctly and if you're working the system. That's what you're shooting for. So now here's the thing, as with any business, there's no guarantee of your returns because your returns always depend upon you, the person. But what you're doing is you're creating passive income for yourself. And so over the next few years, as you continue to work your business day by day, week by week, what will begin to happen is you will begin to see passive income coming into your life. And the longer that you continue that process, that passive income is going to continue to grow. Now, ultimately, if you're doing this part-time, what your real hope is that you can move this from part-time to making this passive income your income. No longer having to go to a job if you choose not to. And that's really what I've set out to do in my own life. I've been working on this for about 4 years now, and I have a nice passive income. Again, my results are not typical. Your results may be different. It all depends on the amount of effort that you put in. But this is why industries like the network marketing industry are so popular, because the average person can begin at their own speed to create passive income And by creating passive income, they are not earning money, they are building wealth. See, the thing is, once this system is in place, it is ongoing. As long as you continue to utilize that system, it will continue to generate more of this. And so that's what we want to encourage you to do. Learn how to separate your time from your money, not look at how much am I going to make if I work 2 hours a day, but instead, can I build wealth with this? Can I build an ongoing money generating system that doesn't require me to go punch a time clock? So anyway, you'll see a button below this video. If you'll click that button or the link, whichever you're seeing, that's going to take you to a video overview of the passive income system that I'm using to do this very thing, to create ongoing passive income apart from the investment of my time. So go ahead and click that link, take a look at the video, and I look forward to talking with you